Okay, so campaign is at a crucial part. As we've said in the last episodes, and at the end of the last, my barracks is in a sorry state. These lads here are 7 of the only healthy people we had in our barracks, plus the one Haven advisor. These 8 lads right now represent the sum total of everyone who isn't wounded. Not great. It's really not great, is it? So, what does that mean for this mission now specifically? Reinforcements start coming down in 2 turns, and then in 3 turns we can evac from here. We have 11 resistance members potentially that we can grab. I can already see 1, 2, and 3 within 1 turn of grabbing them. If we only get like these 3 out, that's fine. As I've mentioned before in my lessons learned video, we can recover from a Haven getting resistance members killed. What we can't recover from is deaths in our barracks and continued attrition through wounds. And we got to kill, I think it's the assassin now on this mission. So in the next turn or 2, that's what's going to be happening. Righto, so.
There's a lot of potential for aggressive expansion.
Great, that's a bloody faceless.
We've heard rumors about some kind of shapeshifters.
So it looks like this Haven is going to be starting from scratch.
If only we had some means of
Containment.
Don't even think about it.
I need to get the Hulkster up here as soon as possible. How does he gets up there? By going there.
That's affirmative.
Now on the next turn I'm going to have to be shooting the assassin as well. Good hit. Okay, sweet. And I've got a second sharpshooter.
Okay.
I'm really hoping the Hulkster and Martin can do work this mission.
Copy that.
Go on, me. Get him. Shit. Okay, so Brannigan actually needs to get as close as possible here now to increase this hit chance. This is our last action for this turn. Could conceivably not put him on fire. Whew, that was an important hit.
It's one of the elders chosen.
Still no strengths. Adversary is Reapers. I only have a Reaper here.
Getting a little toasty
Her
here.
placement does complicate
I go where you tell.
where I was trying to put my sharpshooters. And now it seems like Odin is going to have to go 1, 2, 3 and then run to the evac because he's closest to these guys. The question now is, how do I kill this bitch? And where is she?
Hello, beautiful.
I think realistically I'm going to have to just overwatch now this turn. I don't see myself being able to discover her this turn and being able to get a shot off.
Aye, aye, Commander.
We'll blue move everybody, we'll open whatever doors we can and hope we can catch a glimpse. Yeah, but realistically, I think we're going to have to be overwatching. And let's start moving whatever resistance members we can to the evac. Now, she's already over here, so she can easily jump up and slash 1 or 2 of my sharpshooters. This now means I have to put one of them back here. And I think the Hulkster needs to go over here. I think I'm going to have to pull her into this little courtyard and deal with her here. The fact that these buildings are between me and her is making this very difficult. And the challenge now is to set up my troops in such a way that she can't hit all of us with that most annoying bloody ability. Harbor Wave. 1, 2.
On my way.
Zachariah, where do we put you? I think here. There's a chance we might even spot her. Thought she'll be sitting in that line there.
On Overwatch.
We have a load of lads in half cover, which obviously sucks, but
I just did what I do best.
Harbor Wave pierces cover anyway. Oh, come on, game. See, this is another reason why you don't put so much effort into trying to get resistance members out. They're all bloody faceless anyway. So, Zachariah and Odin together will have to put down this faceless. Now, reinforcements are going to start coming in this turn.
Legen wir endlich los.
We don't have a officer with focus fire, do we? We do not. Okay, we have hail of bullets. That's important. And enter mass. So 5 to 7 is actually the most I can do in one hit. I think I need to set her on fire, though, with Brannigan. Can I open up with Hulkster? Because it's going to be the hardest. See, I can't really. And then Zachariah conceivably could move to one of these points and use both barrels to maybe finish her off. We just need 22 points of damage. I think the most important thing is that Stobbie and the other gunner get their shots off. I want to say first. I'm going to stand out in the open because cover doesn't really matter against her. And I'm going to use hail of bullets just because if that 88 misses, it's devastating. And we did max damage, very nice, 17. Now one more source of damage onto her. And she's in melee range of Nugget. And then Nugget gets knocked down on the next turn. Because if this assassin starts her turn next to one of your people, she can slash, shoot, slash. It's fucking ridiculous. Flashbangs does nothing against this fucking bitch. Oh, I hate... God, I hate the assassin. I hate all of them. Martin doesn't get to cover, he just gets shotgunned to death by her on the next turn. He's probably going to get slashed to death anyway. I'm going to move him to where he can maybe get to evacuation in one turn. It looks like we're getting just these two resistance members out and then we're just leaving. And, okay, cool. So, Virtual Viking. A natural habitat.
Watch my back.
Okay, at least this one wasn't a faceless. See, only 3 to 5, like, ridiculous. Then I can evac on the next turn here, Zachariah. So I think at this point we're not going to bother trying to knock down the assassin. We're just going to get out on the next turn when evac's ready. Although that makes Nugget's life very difficult. Ugh. Oh, I've gone too far to put her on fire. Fuck. If I damage her from this side, what are the chances she'll run towards me? Probably quite low. She's just going to go and kill Nugget. So that then means my best chance to get Nugget out when she gets knocked down on the next turn is with Heath Ledger. I might even put Heath right next to her. I mean, she can knock down one of these two, but not both. I don't think. Does she throw the stun or the blind? I think it's the blind. So we can still run at full movement to the evac. Mountain Mist, yeah. She has 9 points of movement. Yeah, so she'll very easily be in contact with. Oh. What you gonna do on the next turn? I think, assuming I leave Heath here, I think she shotguns first, and then she runs up and slashes, and then that should end her turn. But she can move away with Parting Silk, or she will blind us and then slash. I don't know if she can blind, shotgun, and then slash. But regardless, I don't see her being able to kill both of these two. So one of them are definitely going down. But that doesn't matter as long as we can get out. So now we just get everybody else. But now, whoever it is, I mean, I'm going to need 2 turns for Heath to get it out anyway. Let's assume he picks up the gunner. He'll be able to probably go to this spot. And then we're going to get attacked on another turn. Now, what does that mean? That means I need to be prepared to kill whatever reinforcements drop now. I think I can ignore that faceless. Yes, it'll regen, but I don't see it being a threat on the next turn. I could put it down with the Hulkster. Can the Hulkster then get out on the next turn? Yes, assuming he doesn't get injured, which he may well do. Now the difficulty is I feel I need to pull everybody within a blue move of evac ideally. That means we're going to get harbor waved. I don't see how we get out of this without at least a fatality or a kidnap. As crazy as it seems, if I had simply not even done this Haven defense, you would have all 11 of the resistance members would have been killed. But then within like a day or two, you get 1 resistance member for free, you put him on recruit and you start snowballing. Yeah, that I didn't expect, but I can actually work with that, I think.
This is Firebrand. It's time to go.
I'll take it. It's quite a strange situation where we just have to keep away with the assassin now. And what do we have there? That's just a trooper. That's only 2 to 4 points of damage. It's not really that scary. If I move here for this flank on the trooper, can Stobbie with 14 movement then go boop? Yes, I can. I can get out in the next turn. We don't actually have to worry about Overwatch, because we're not going to be fighting the next group of lads that drop. Literally my only concern right now is to get everybody out. I'll leave the Hulkster in for the moment. Let's look at hit points, and let's look at mobility. Right, so I'm going to put Zachariah here. With 6 hit points and 2 ablative, he's best placed to take the hit from the assassin and then get out. Don't take the shot, you'll just let her move towards us. Roberts is very slow. Shit. Where does she move to if I shoot her? The thing is, you don't know where she's going to move to. I think that my plan for these two on this turn kind of remains the same. I can't go up this way, up this ladder now, because it puts them into melee contact with her, so obviously they'll get annihilated that way. I know it seems strange, but I think putting Roberts here, with her 5 hit points and 4 points of ablative ammo, words are hard. And then we put Ledger right next to her. 7 hit points. So hopefully the assassin attacks Nugget, probably with a shotgun shot, and then running and slash to knock her down. Then Ledger, with his 13 mobility points, can pick her up, and I back him to be able to go up this ladder and get out on the next turn.
Moving out.
In that case, then does Zachariah even need to be here? And these 3 are in range for Harbor Wave. Am I then better off moving him here? Maybe. I think so. Group up here, trying to bait the Harbor Wave on these guys who are either already in evac or 1 square away from it. I still think my gunner on the ground floor there next to Heath Ledger are the biggest threat. Perfect, that's an action point that does no damage. And a slash, which he survives. The only question is, can he get to evac? Yes, he can. Oh, okay. This is actually an issue now because I think I need another turn. Because Nugget is so slow, but she can still get out. Thank God. Okay, everyone, run away bravely. Right, where is my alert? Okay, I haven't set up alerts here. I wanted my Monty Python. Run away! Would it help to confuse her if we ran away more? Shut up. Don't change your armor. So if, as I hope, this is everybody out, it is. That means we got through this with 2 wounds. So under the circumstances, not bad. And we only got 3 Haven members out, so 8 got killed. 2 of which were faceless. So you know what? The remaining 8 were all faceless. That's what the press release is going to say.
Will not be undone by the reckless actions of a few misguided dissidents today. We stand with the elders. Trust in their wisdom.
So
We shall overcome.
just analyzing the mission, it's a disaster. It's our biggest, most populated haven, utterly decimated. And it's 2 more wounds at a point where my entire barracks is pretty much wounded. But I think in context, I'm happy with that result. Because of the fact that we have made contact with, I think, 3 or 4 countries, and we're making contact with a 5th not too much of a longer time. And because the barracks is so beat up, that meant that I couldn't get fast-moving shinobis in to grab more resistance members. Bear in mind, we don't even have any shinobis. The only 2 we had died. Ghost Grenade is really important for hitting the serial. Not that good. Silent Killer. Nice. I'm going to take Ghost Grenade because for the Liberation 4 mission, the Radio Tower mission, when I take Gunner plus Specialist, Ranger plus Technical, and then the Reaper, that has been my best setup. And then what I do is I kill the first 2 or 3 pods, and there's that last pod that's right there on the objective, which is tough to deal with. But you just Ghost Grenade the Specialist, which lets the Specialist get up to that main front door of that building with the objective, or even all the way in, so that you can then move all your other lads in. Formidable. And then you can just pop the hack and stun them immediately and clean them up that way. Six people available. Yikes. All right. So where are we overall in the campaign? April 29th. We are going to be focusing now exclusively on East Africa with our missions. It's really, really frustrating, and I dare say unfortunate that right now I'm having to go into a rebuilding phase rather than continuing to push. But I think it's hard to overstate how great it is that we have 4 contacts at April. It's, I dare say, unheard of. I don't think I've ever had such a quick expansion. And the temptation I have now is to spend this 128 gold and the 2 power, although I think I'm going to need 3 for resistance comms. 4 power. If I can just get another +1 contact somehow, be really happy. Great, another faceless recruited. The other option is, because I know that I'm going into a heavy recruitment phase now, is to spend this money on the proving ground and get battle scanners. That's 80 supplies for the proving ground. Plus 10 for battle scanners, and then after 3, so let's call it 120 supplies. I don't think it's that important in context. I'm just trying to, you know, triage and prioritize all my issues.
Market is open.
I'm not going to bother with 13 supplies. Let's scan in East Africa and hope we can get a decent infiltration time on a liberation mission. Which reminds me, 1 day, 3 days, 2 days, 3 days. The other thing I could do with the faceless problem is have my specialists take scanning protocol. The problem with that is you have to take it over medical protocol. The Gremlin can perform healing actions remotely. Gremlin heal and Gremlin stabilize. The Gremlin has a single charge. If a medkit is equipped, Gremlin gains an additional charge, which is so important. And then 2 extra charges plus this means I think you get 4 uses out of it. But it'll only be 3 now if I take scanning protocol. And then once I get the training center, like Trojan is amazing. It's so important. I mean, I can't even imagine having a campaign where I don't take medical protocol. And on top of that, having specialists as your haven advisors is not the best class to take into those missions when you do have to fight the faceless. Oh god, look at these abilities. Flashbanger, hail of bullets, rupture, full kit. Killing an enemy grants a stackable hack bonus. God. What a beast. Okay. 4 days for a resource cache, not doable. Remember, we only have, okay, now we've got 6 soldiers available. Elemental mag weapons. I could save my money until mag weapons. I mean, I have so many alloys and Illyrium saved up that I could conceivably really smash the mag weapons. But as you just saw there, it occurs to me that what I need is bodies more than anything. We have an average recruit and an average recruit. Okay. So average has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need 3 more high skill at least. These are all low and very low, and filler is low and very low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. Righto, so I've got an assault, so one of these two needs to be a shinobi. I think clearly it's Majid with 19 dodge. Ranger and technical we've got. Specialist gunner. Okay, so Majid for shinobi. Vitala for grenadier. Majid. Shinobi. Vitala is a grenadier.
appreciate you recruiting new staff for the engineering team, but as it stands, we have people still waiting for an assignment.
The power coil allows us to potentially throw a lab down.
Or staffing a
I think I want to do
facility.
that. 45 days, good lord. Loads of bonds available, but most of them I don't actually want. Grenadier and Sharpshooter, we said they're not actually the right targets for bonding. Technical and Sharpshooter, nope. Technical and Technical, nope. Ranger Technical, nope. Sharpshooter, Sharpshooter. We'll get there. I've had this happen to me many times in campaigns in the past where like it really hurts to get the bonds specifically the way I want them. But in my experience, it's always felt worth it in the long run. Okay, aim and crit against targets half or less. Damage control, there's damage control now.
All of my efforts have been rewarded. I am reinvigorated.
The elders have blessed me. No,
Ooh, that I want to stop if I can. Lost, the lost would be amazing. If we even get the mission to complete this and we're able to complete it, I won't. The thing is, this lost world is such a bonus. It helps so much. Can you shut up, please, Hunter? Fucking hell.
Avenger plotting new course.
Talk, 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 talk. All they do is fucking talk. And there's major breakthrough straight away.
Setting course for the South African sector.
There was 112 plus the 13 that were there already.
Avenger plotting new course.
And I forgot to assign all the PCSs and weapon mods before the end of the month.
market is open.
Drone wreck and priests. Okay, sweet. This is awesome. That's an extra bit of money. Okay, scientist is 143, engineer is 123. Corporal Shinobi for 45 is really nice. Data pad. With 200, I can almost afford to build power, which gives me enough to then do resistance comms, to then make contact with the 5th jurisdiction. It's just so hard to weigh up your priorities. Like, if I do power and resistance comms, I'll also have enough power to do the proving ground. But that would take up all of our supplies by the time mag weapons become available. It's so hard for me now to know what to prioritize. One thing to note is that recruits are going to keep coming in. I think I must hire them whenever I can. That Corporal Shinobi is quite tempting as well. Oh, hang on, here's what we got to spend this money on. We need to get Vulture and Wet Work immediately. Vulture, we need 150, so it's worth liquidating some other assets to get it immediately. The reason is that Wet Work and Vulture are super important for boosting your economy. Wet Work for the XP economy and Vulture for the supplies and the Illyrium core economy. In fact, I probably should have picked up Vulture and Wet Work sooner, but it's been rough. It's been such a rough campaign. Well, actually, I mean, this is episode 13. I suppose it's been a rough 6 episodes. Up to episode 6, I think it was fine. Things started to go tits up when I started getting my lads injured so much. Okay, let's have a quick squiz at what the state of the barracks is like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 will be back within a day. And then 6, 7, 8 available. Okay, we can run at least one mission. I'm going to have to be quite selective though here. So East Africa, we've already done Lib 1, so I really want to hold on for Lib 2. But that's not doable, unfortunately, with only 3 days. New Chile, recruitment keeps going well there. We have 10 here in West Africa. I'll switch that over to Intel soon. So I've always preferred incoming over get some. I mean, I know get some is good, especially if you combine it with focus fire and then get some for the crit chance. But if get some, I'll do it this way: if you were able to crit the chosen, I would take get some, and I much prefer incoming. I've had situations in previous campaigns where incoming has allowed me to essentially ignore a grenadier mech, especially in the early game when the grenadier mechs only do like I think at most 6 damage if they get biggest booms on the grenade. 6 days for a scientist. Okay, this we have to do. Is this a revealed start? It's a concealed start. Okay, so we are hitting a vehicle most likely. Who did I want to combine Odin with? I think it was a high combat intelligence ranger. Ranger high, ranger very low. Okay, so I don't actually have his bondmate ready yet. But regardless, we're still going to keep throwing troops in right from the top because we want to top load the experience. I need a specialist. Bane is cautious. What does that mean again? He could hunker after taking his first action. Righto, 10 to 12. I sold that stock that I had because, yes, this is what I assumed. I thought that I had 3 stocked sniper rifles already. And you know what? Throw out the suppressor. I mean, there's a chance. It's not a huge chance, but there's a chance that we can get this to 7 to 9. But then again, I still want the extra XP. No PCS is available. 75 accuracy. Let's put this AP rounds onto Arnie with his aim and using the stock as well. Okay, expanded mag is the only other thing I have. I might chuck this expanded mag on there if we can't get that to over 100%, which I don't think we will be able to. Yeah, it's not happening. Flashbang for mind control insurance and a second bit of mind control insurance. The ranger, just direct fire. Air trigger, auto loader. And then the specialist, again, just loads of med kits. Anything interesting I can build right now? No, we are broke. Man, game is hard. I do have Ghost Grenade though, which is nice. And we're getting a scientist. So neither this specialist or this gunner is a officer. Should we send out the... I know there was a specialist officer that just came out of training. Petit. Yeah, let's take Petit out. We've got 1 use of focus fire. One thing I have wanted to try is to take a pistol along, and then when you grab a scientist like this, can you give them the pistol? I don't think you can. Pass a spare pistol to an ally. I don't think it works. I don't want to take his mobility down to 11 in a mission like this, where we have to shoot and scoot. Okay, decent little squad. And I can take this advanced suppressor off because we're already at 10 to 12. Righto, so Operation Moon Slap. Odin, Nugget, Governor, Joker, Bronco, Petit. Yeah, let's roll. So let me repeat my mantra that I've been repeating for the last, 6 episodes. The objective number 1 in this mission is to get through it flawless. No more injuries. Stem the bleeding. Okay, 35 minutes. Decent little episode. Lads, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what you thought about my thoughts on how I was evaluating 2 things. How was I evaluating whether that Resistance Haven attack was as, in context, a good result as I say it is? Do you lads agree? Do you think I should have stuck around and tried to fight? And secondly, weighing up how I spent my supplies here. I had 200 supplies. I got Wet Work and Vulture. The other options were build a power relay and then build resistance comms, because we would only be 8 intel away from making contact with Australia. Or we could have built battle scanners in the proving ground. I don't know. I think we made the right choice. Thanks for watching, nerds. I'll see you tomorrow for your daily dose of Long War the Chosen.